I'm Allison Hunt, and I am a displaced maritimer. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia originally, and I am the youngest of 7. And for my career is in market research, but I don't think that's necessarily the most interesting thing about somebody, what they do for a living. We were having a loft crawl where on a very cold December night, we were all just sort of roaming around to different people's apartments. And I got talking to this neighbor who's sick, and all of a sudden he looked at his phone. He's like, oh shoot, I gotta get going. And I was like, what's going on? He said, oh, well, it's midnight, and if I'm not on dialysis by midnight, it really ruins the next day because it takes 9 hours. In that moment, I literally, I'm sitting with my drink in my hand, and I was like, I'm gonna donate a kidney to him. Friday after the Saturday party, I sent him an email and said, you know, I've done the research. You want a living kidney, not a dead kidney. So he initially said yes, and then he changed his mind over a couple of weeks. By the time I'd offered to him, I was so firmly convinced I was gonna do it that I just carried on with the hospital. And I said to them, well, you've got other people who need kidneys, so let's just go that route of the anonymous donation to a stranger. I decided to try stand-up comedy because "you're funny" is the only consistent compliment I've ever had. And years ago, a friend of mine who's a stand-up comedian told me I had timing and that you can't teach timing. And so it was after the kidney surgery. I was kind of lying around. Laughter is the best medicine. And I just thought, I'm gonna take a course. So off I went. I don't know what it is about me, but I seem to attract people who want to get some advice or guidance, which I'm very flattered by. I think it's important to support other comics, and I do that by turning up at their shows or helping them brainstorm, just being a sounding board, but really just going out. It's the same way I feel about live music. You know, if you like music, go see music. It will go away if you don't go see it.
Split it back and was like, you checked the wrong box. I got a letter in the mail from the government telling me it was time to come in and get my very first pap smear.
I met Allison at our comedy class at Second City, and we were the only females in the class, and so we instantly clicked. She'll make the time out of her day to read my script and then provide a lot of feedback, which I always take into consideration. She's also just so full of life. She did flight lessons, she does ukulele and voice lessons, and she does stand-up comedy. Plus, she donated her kidney to a complete stranger. Like, she's just like one in a million and totally cool.
My philosophy around volunteering and helping is that it's a why not a why. We all have time for it.